Hello everyone. Today's chapter is Consumer Equilibrium Utility Analysis. Equilibrium refers to the satisfaction of the consumer, right? So, how we find out the satisfaction level of consumer? There are basically two approaches: utility approach and through the indifference curve approach. Now we are discussing about utility analysis, right? So, what is utility? Utility is the want satisfying power of a commodity. And how it comes out? It comes out after the consumption of a commodity, or we can say consumption of a unit of a commodity, and it can be expressed in terms of units. So now we know about the utility. So how we measure the utility? अब utility को हम कैसे measure करेंगे? इसके कोई approach भी तो होनी चाहिए. So there are two approaches. First is cardinal approach and next is ordinal approach. Cardinal approach is given by Alfred Marshall, and according to this, satisfaction can be derived in terms of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. We consume 4 slices of bread and we get satisfied. We consume 2 cups of tea and we get satisfied. So these are units, 2 units of bread, a cup of a coffee, a single unit of a coffee. So these all are the measuring tools. Utility refers to the want satisfying power of a commodity. So we can consume the 3 units of a slice. It means we satisfied at the 3 utility of a slice. So we express this through the numbers. And second approach, this is ordinal approach. Ordinal approach, it is given by J.R. Hicks, and according to this, satisfaction can be ranked high or low, not in terms of number. High or low means we give preference to book. Then second is pen. So according to our satisfaction level, according to our rank, according to our preferences, we know about the satisfaction level of a consumer through ordinal approach. Now understand the concept of total utility and marginal utility. Utility is want satisfying power of a commodity. Total utility, it refers to the total utility derived from the consumption of all the units. Means total satisfaction comes out from the consumption of all units of a commodity. Suppose we consume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5 slice of a bread. So total utility is 1, 2, 3 and so on of the commodity. So we can add all the units of a commodity. So it is the total utility. Total means it refers to the sum total of all the units which is consumed by the consumer. So M1, MU1, MU2, MU3 and up to MUN. N means number. So here what is M? It means marginal utility. I tell you about marginal utility in the next content. Now total utility is the sum total of all the marginal utility, or we can say it is total utility is the sigma. It refers to total of marginal utility. So we can add MU1, MU2, MU3 and so on up to the nth unit. N means numbers, nth units. So it is the total of the all marginal utility, total of the all units we consume. Now marginal utility, this is very important concept. You have to know about it. So marginal utility, it refers to additional utility comes out comes out from the consumption of additional unit of a commodity. Comes out from the additional unit of a commodity. Suppose we consume 6 unit of a commodity. Here is total utility. Units is Q in the third, fourth unit. In the fourth unit, quantity means unit. In the fourth quantity, we consume 8 units. In the third, we consume 6 units, and in the fourth unit, we consume 8 utility. So total utility is 8 and 6, 14, and here marginal utility is 8 minus 6, that is 2 units. So marginal utility is additional utility. Additional utility comes out from an additional consumption of a unit. Or we say, when we consume the other unit of a commodity and the difference between the previous and the next is known as the marginal utility. So it is 2. So the formula is marginal utility is equal to TUN minus TUN minus 1. N means number of units. So in this, TUN is 6 and TUN minus 1 means TUN minus 1, 8 minus 6. TUN minus 1, 8 minus 6. So it is 2 units. Or the another formula of marginal utility is total utility divided by difference of total utility and divided by the difference of the units or quantity. So here the meaning of this is difference delta TU x upon delta QX. So here is difference of the total utility. Here is 2 and difference is of units is 1. Marginal utility is 2. Answer is same. So with both the formula we find out the value of marginal utility. So with the help of the illustration, know about how find out the total utility and marginal utility. Suppose these are the units, or we can say quantity, and this is the total utility. So with the help of the total utility, we find out the value of marginal utility. The formula of marginal utility is total utility n minus total utility n minus 1. So in the first unit of consumption, there is no previous consumption. So consumers start the consumption at this level. So come to the second one, TU n minus TU n minus 1. TU nth unit is now here is 190. 190 minus 100. 190 minus 100. So it is 90 units. So marginal utility at the second one is 90. So same procedure in the third one, third units or third quantity, 270 minus 190. So it is 80 units marginal utility value. Next one is 340 minus 270. 340 minus 270, it is 70. And next is 400 minus 340. 400 minus 340, it is 60 units. So the value of marginal utility at the fifth unit is 60. And with the help of the another formula, it is marginal utility is delta TUX upon delta Q. It is units. So suppose we have to find out at this level marginal utility. So TUX difference is 270 minus 190. It means delta means difference. So at third level 270 minus 190. 270 minus 190 difference is 80. And units 3 and 2. 3 minus 2 it is 180. This is the answer. So with the both formula, we find out the value of marginal utility. 1 and 2. And if we find out the value of total utility को कैसे find out करेंगे? Formula of total utility is marginal utility 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So suppose value of marginal utility is given. Only the value of marginal utility is given, and we have to find out the value of total utility. So 100 and 100. First is same. 190 is 190. 190 is 190. Then 90 and 80 is 270. 270 and 70 is 340. 340 and 60 is 400. So when the value of only marginal utility is given, we are able to find out the value of total utility also. As we know that the total utility is the sum total of all the utility consumed by the consumer, or we can say it is the sum total of the marginal utility.